Do we go right in?
No, I'm introducing you, Gogo.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, how are you? You know,
Oh,
they they're taking a big risk putting these two blondes together on a Monday morning, I think. We could
are we
really
gonna,
cause some trouble.
I wanted to say, I'm like, are we gonna get anything done or just have a
No,
lot
we're
of
gonna get
fun?
it. We're gonna get a few things done. Hey, Global Alliance, Jenna Turner from Houston, and I am so excited to introduce today's speaker, Gogo Bethke, who is if you watch her on social media for like 2 seconds, you're going to need a nap. You're going to be exhausted because she just runs circles around all of us. I don't know how she gets it all done. Gogo, I was actually reading your bio, which I knew a little bit about you, but I didn't know. I saw something that you wrote that said, I came to the US with $6 to my name, and I learned very quickly you have to spend money to make money, but I had no money to spend. And I thought that was a perfect summary of what we're going to go in on this today. You're going to be leading us and talking about ManyChat. Is that correct? What are you going to talk to us about today,
Yeah,
Gogo?
ManyChat it is. Automations.
Okay. Awesome. And then Eli is on here somewhere, and Eli is also part of our alliance, and he's going to be helping with the question and answer at the end of this. So if you guys have Gogo is a quick mover. So if you have any questions, make sure to jot them down, and we're going to have time for questions at the end where she can give us some tips. And I know also that if you go to her Instagram profile, you can probably follow. And I just went on her links, and you can get additional information if today isn't enough for you. But if let's all give Gogo our undivided attention and learn as much as we can from her. This is such a huge thing to happen for our alliance, just to have this one-on-one time with Gogo. So Gogo, thank you so much, and I'll let you take the lead.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. So I think we all should be out there looking at the eclipse today. I'm not sure what are we all doing over here, learning real estate stuff. Big stuff is happening today. I'm not going to be watching because I don't have glasses. Come to find out, you have to have glasses or you burn your eyes. So don't listen to me unless you have the eclipse glasses. Do not go out there and watch it because it will burn your retina, supposedly. But I think it's cool. I remember the last time there was an eclipse, it was, I think, I was 16 years old. So what would have that been? Gosh, I'm 42, so can't do the math right now, but long time ago, right? And it was super cool. I remember I was in Romania on the top of a high rise looking at the sky, right? So here I am today in the United States. So we're gonna talk a little bit today about ManyChat. ManyChat is automation. I like these three things. Oh, Jeff, you're ready. So Jeff, you can go look at the sun. The rest of us are, I don't know, I'm going to be inside, I guess. So a little about how automations, these three words are really what changed my life and the trajectory of my businesses. And you might want to write this down. Number one is automate it. If you can automate it, delegate it. And if you can delegate it, eliminate it. So what do I mean by that is there are certain steps in your everyday process that if it can be taken over by a third party, $27 membership a month, absolutely do it, right? Because how much is your hour worth? And so number one, let's figure out super quick, what is your hour? Ooh, I'm so big. Hi. Let's figure out super quick what is your hour worth, because that's really the only way you're going to be able to understand what are the steps in your everyday process that needs to be automated, right? So there's some pop up on my screen. If you worked a healthy 40 hours, you work 2,080 hours in a year. So I want you to take the amount of money you made last year, the whole total, if it's 150,000 or 400,000 or 27,000, whatever that money is, I want you to take that total and divide it by 2080, 2080. And Stephanie Ibera, grab your phone. I can see you. Grab your phone, grab out the calculator, and do the math. Because if you don't do it and you don't know your hourly rate, you wasted your time showing up here today. Okay? It's a waste of time. So if you implemented the time, then implement what you learn. If you're taking the time, implement what you learn. So does everybody have the chance to do their hourly rate? Now that number so you take the total amount divided by 2,080, and that is your hourly rate. Every time you do what you did to make that money, that's how much money you're making in an hour. So if it's $20 to $4,300, somewhere in between, whatever that number is, that is your hourly rate. Every time you do what you do to make money, it's how much money it's making you. So think of it this way. So let's say your hourly rate is, I don't know, $43 from that screen, right? And if an app that can automate something for you and does it every time, you never have to do it again. It works like clockwork every time. It costs you $27 a month. Should you do it? Should you pay for an app to automate it? Or should you continue doing it every hour to an hour, every time yourself? Right? This is why you need to know your hourly rate. And this is why you need to know what you need to automate. So number one, we're going to automate from now on. And what I want you to do, Andre, is you to take that number, that hourly rate, not just Andre, Stephanie and everybody else, take a piece of paper, write down that hourly rate and stick it right to your computer, to the mirror in the bathroom, to the back of your cell phone, to the top of your cell phone, to the somewhere where you see it for the rest of your life, because we all need that reminder that it's not my job. It is very uncomfortable to say that the first time. So my husband asked me a couple of days ago to do something, and I literally looked at him and I said, that is not my job. So as long as you know your hourly rate, and you stay in your lane, you know what makes you the most amount of money. Everything else needs to be automated or needs to be delegated. But the only way you're going to know that by reminding yourself of what is your hourly rate, and anything that's making you less money in that hour, you're not doing it. Okay, so number one, we're going to talk about automations today. Number two is delegation. We can't cover delegation today. That's where the VAs come in. Today, we are going to cover automation, but I want you to understand there's 3 steps to the process of fully making yourself as successful as you can be in that hour. So 1, we're going to automate it. 2, we're going to delegate it. So in the future, everything else that is not making you the money and it cannot be automated, it's going to be delegated out to somebody else to do it whose hourly rate is less. And then 3rd is going to be eliminated. There's going to be certain things that you do because you love doing it, but it's not making you any money. We're gonna be stopped doing that because you need that time to spend it where it's actually making you money. Make sense? So automated, delegated, and eliminated at the end. Today we're going to talk about the automation, and that's where ManyChat comes in. So let me see, do I have the right to share my screen? And if I do, then I am going to share it. Awesome. There we go. Okay. Let's put it into present mode. And off we go. So what is ManyChat? So ManyChat is a third-party company that you will, if you want to have the automation that I'm going to teach here today, you have to pay for that service. Lindsay, how much is ManyChat a month?
I don't know. Let me double check. I think it's 60 something. Let me see.
Okay. Would you double check for me, please? And thank you. Because I said $27, but to be honest with you, I don't know how much ManyChat costs, but it's here's ask me why I don't know how much it costs. Because I don't care how much it costs, it's worth every freaking penny. So I'm going to show you how
it's 15 a month, Gogo. Very affordable. The Pro is 15 a month.
50.
15 1
5. Even better, guys. $15 a month, and I'm going to remove everything from your plate. Thank me later. Next time you see me, drinks on you. Okay? So 15 a month. I didn't even know. I mean, I would have paid $300. I would have paid $297 every month. No questions asked. Like, can I pay again? Because it automates your life. So what ManyChat allows you to do, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, or Facebook, if you don't, maybe you want to go and follow me. So go to Gogo's Real Estate on Instagram. And so what happens is, I realized one day, I'm like a broken record. I'm repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And then every time I need to tell them, DM me. And then when they DM me, I have to send them a link. And I'm like, nobody has time for that. So today we are going to figure out how to generate buyers, sellers, and agents off of, and if you sell a course, I'll show you how I sell my courses as well, off of the Facebooks and Instagrams of the world. So ManyChat is an automation that allows you to create a certain keyword for a certain action. So if you go to, let me show you guys in action. Actually, I can give you my free AI template. So let's do that, and then you can see it in action, okay? So I did an AI training not long ago, and I gave away a free AI template. I'm going to show you how ManyChat works through that AI keyword, okay? So go to Gogo's Real Estate on Instagram or Facebook. Open up your phone and go to Gogo's Real Estate on Instagram and pick any of my posts. It doesn't matter. Like any post that I ever made on my Instagram, and comment the word, or the letters, I should say, AI, like artificial intelligence, AI. And then as soon as you did that, it automatically sent you a DM. So if you check your DMs, your direct messages, my system has sent you a message, something like, oh, I'm so excited that you want to know more about AI. Click the link below to get your free AI booklet or something, right? I don't know what exactly it says, but something along those lines. So pretty much what happens is that what you can create a keyword for everything that you are so set selling, or everything that you want them to do. And automatically is going to, so A, you set up the keyword, B, you set up the message, C, you set up the link, and every time that keyword gets written, the automation gets triggered and sends that DM every single time. So it works for you for the rest of your life. You only have to set it up one time. It's going to work for the rest of your life. Now, it is technology, and technology can go sideways for a hot minute, right? It doesn't always work, but works most of the time, okay? So did you guys have a chance to see it in action? Yes, awesome. So now that you kind of have a clue of what we are talking about, that's just one keyword that I have set up, right? But I have keywords set up, like, I don't even know, for everything. Today, we are going to cover how to generate buyer leads through keyword, how to generate seller leads through keyword, how to agent attract through keyword, how to maybe sell your own ebooklet or your own course or whatever that you have going on. Okay. Now, as I'm on the slides, I want you guys to ask me the question on the slide so then we don't have to come back. So if you have questions, unmute yourself or put it into the chat. And Lindsay, my assistant, is here. I'm not going to be reading the chat myself, but if a question pops up, Lindsay's going to let me know then we have a question. Okay. So I put the QR code for ManyChat on the screen. If you don't have ManyChat, I'm going to leave it on here for a second. Screenshot it super quick. And if not, Lindsay, can you put the direct link into the chat box for them, please? For the people who are on their phone. Okay, so now that you all have ManyChat, or at least access to it, what are keywords? So keywords are words that you set up. So every time I make a post, pretty much 99% of the time, you will see at the end of my post, I say something like say or comment or DM the word AI, or DM the word buyer, or DM the word seller, or DM the word webinars, or DM the word partner to get the direct link to the next event, or DM the word partner so we can partner at EXP, or DM the word seller if you're thinking about selling your home, or DM the word buyer if you're on the home or in the market on a new buyer, right? So all of these keywords, you're going to set them up and you're going to use them over and over and over again. The message can change. The keyword is always the same. Make sense? So every time I'm looking for buyers, I'm always using the word buyer. Every time I'm looking for sellers, I'm always using the word seller. So I only have to know in my mind that if I want to generate seller leads, I need to make a post today and I have to say, comment the word seller, comment the word buyer. Make sense? You guys following? Yes, good. How to set up your keywords for DMs and comments. So now when you create your ManyChat, you have two options inside of ManyChat. You can set it up for Facebook and you set it up for Instagram at the same time. Mine automatically works on Facebook, automatically works on Instagram as soon as we create a keyword. Now, how the people communicate with you, it can be two different ways. It can be through DMs, which is a direct message. So if someone says, hey, Gogo, I saw you at that AI conference, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they say the word AI, since I have a keyword set up, they automatically get that, oh yeah, here's the free ebooklet, right? They can do it through comments and they can do it through DMs. Do you guys know the difference between a DM and a comment? Everybody? Awesome. Okay. So let me walk you through an example of how my buyer leads work, or an example how I generated buyers for myself, right? So number one, always, always, always try to do a video. Videos work a million times better than a text on a screen will ever do. Make sense? So in this specific video, I was talking about, and I shared a story about having a buyer who only wanted to buy a house in Oak Point. He was adamant he wanted a condo in Oak Point in the $400,000 price range, right? I showed him everything, he was a solo guy. Every single condo had wallpaper. It was like 1970s oak cabinet special, but it is on a golf course, right? And I was like, this is not what he needs. And then a property came on the market in Pine Creek, $150,000 more, $550, but hey, it's a house, not a condo, not even in Oak Point in Pine Creek. And I was like, listen, I think this is your house. I think you need to see it. I took him there and he was like, as soon as I opened the front door, he was like, oh my gosh, Gogo, this is it. Let's make a cash offer. So we went from 400 in Oak Point to 550 in Pine Creek. And he was like, he lived in heaven, right? So I shared that story. And then I said something along the line. So if we can help you with any real estate needs anywhere, just DM buyer or seller, whichever needs you have, buy or sell, right? So if they commented the word buyer, I says, I know the feeling of being on the market for your next home or investment property, and I'm super excited to help you find it. Click the link below to search for homes. What do you think that link is? Who wants to take a wild guess? Where do you think I send them?
Your CRM, your website?
Which one? To be exact. Jeff, your lips are moving. Unmute yourself.
KV Core.
Winner, chicken dinner. Jeffrey is the winner today. Good job, Jeff. Yes, your buyer link KV Core, which is like search for homes. Okay. So the next one, and then as soon as they click it, if you go over to the right, this is where they end up on my search for home page on KV Core, right? So what happens? I make a post. Inside a post, I always share a story. Then I give a call to action at the end. Based on which link they click or which comment they say buyer or seller, they get a link with a message automatically, which takes them over to my CRM program, which is KV Core. Make sense? So this is on the buy side. Same. I actually used the same video, right? Like I posted and I said in the description. So if we can help you with any real estate needs anywhere, just DM buyer or seller. So I actually used one video to fish for buyers and sellers. But you can do separate. You know, you can do a buyer video today or seller video tomorrow and just keep doing it back and forth. The seller comment goes back, no better time to sell than now. Find out how much your home is worth by clicking the link below. I hope you love the dollar amount. Looking forward to working with you. Who wants to take a wild guess? Where does the home evaluation link goes? Jeff kind of gave it away. KV Core, good job.
KV
So it
Core.
goes to your KV Core, good job, guys. Goes to your KV Core to how much your home is worth link. Because what happens when they go there and they are curious how much your home is worth? They give you their address and then they have to give you their email address so you can email them the report. So you have everything about them. All you need to do is follow up. And now you just have to do it consistently, right? Because I didn't post one time. I literally post hundreds of thousands of times in my history since I've been licensed since 2011. I post anywhere from 2 posts a day to about 15 stories. So anywhere between 15 to 20 times a day, I post for the last 11 years, including Saturday, including Sunday, for the rest of my life, because this is my job and I take it seriously. So if you decide to do it, you have to do it consistently on a schedule. So you might say, Tuesdays, I'm creating content for buyers. I'm going to use my buyer link. Thursdays, I'm creating content for my sellers, and I'm going to be using my seller link. Cool. So Tuesdays, you're generating buyers. Thursdays, you're generating sellers, and it just moves on, and you do it like clockwork for the rest of your life. The next way we can make money at EXP, who can tell me what is the other way we can make money at EXP?
Revenue
Agent
share.
attraction.
Yes. Who said revenue share? You're the winner.
I did.
And who is I?
Eli Torres.
Hi, Eli. Yeah. So
There you go.
good job. Winner, chicken dinner. You are the winner of the revenue share comment today. So agent attraction, right? I call it my partner with me tab. You can call it agent attraction. You can call it revenue share. You can call it comment the word EXP, comment the word agent, comment the word partnering, partner, whatever you want to call it. I call it partner, right? Let's partner at EXP. Okay. So again, should you make a post or should you make a video post? Video, right? Yes, good job, Jeff. It is video. And I'm picking on Jeff because I only see 6 of you. And Jenna is one of them. Global Alliance is one of them. My assistant is the other one. So I'm picking on Andre or Jeff, just depending, taking turns over here, right? So yes, the next one is, do you want to do agent attraction? Do you want to grow a downline in an organization? Just like everything else you do, you have to work for it. No agent is going to just raise their hand and be like, hey, I want to partner with you at EXP. Would you please take me? Would you please send me a link? No, you have to remind them like a broken record time and time and time and time again that you are at EXP and you would love if they came over, and here's the link you can click to jump into my calendar. So I do it over and over and over again. Here's an example for an agent attraction post. I asked them to comment the word partner or DM the word partner. Now, here is the catch when it comes to partnering at EXP. If somebody's worth having, like it's a really, really good person, you cannot wait to have them to join EXP with you, right? Do you think they want the world to see that they're thinking about switching? Do you think they're going to comment the word partner so the rest of the world can see it? Right? They're not going to comment it. They want to DM it. So that's why some of your keywords have to be set up for DM as well. Some can be public facing because nobody cares if the world knows that they're thinking about buying a house, but they do care if the world knows they're thinking about switching brokerages. So DM is private, comment is public. Make sense? So when you're setting up your agent attraction keywords, you want to make sure that it's set up for both, for DM and for comments. Okay. So in this case, I said comment the word partner or DM the word partner. The person commented partner. Here's the message that goes out. I'm so excited you're interested in changing brokerages and maybe joining me at EXP. Jump into my calendar and let's talk. Let's see if we would be a good fit to partner. Why do you think I say that? If we would be a good fit to partner. Who wants to take a wild guess? Why didn't I just say, I can't wait to partner with you?
Because not
Yeah,
you can
everybody's
let
going to
them
be
know
a
that
good
you
fit.
take away the opportunity.
So Jeff said not everybody's going to be a good fit. And who said something else?
Ed, I said that you also want to be able to take it away from them. So you're giving them an opportunity, but you also want to let them know that you can take it away.
So close. The answer is
You want
because
them to
people
want it. You want them to want it, right?
exactly. And what do people want?
What they can't have.
There you go. Who's the winner?
Samia.
Samia, you're
Oh, I
the winner.
thought that's
Winner,
what I
chicken
said.
dinner of this one. Yeah. So you want them what they can't. People always want what they can't have. So if you serve it up on a silver platter and anybody can join and everybody can be your partner, then it's like it's not that exciting, right? For them, in my opinion, they need to earn to be partners with you. I'm not going to partner with everyone. Of course I will. I would be stupid not to take everyone on. I'll take on anyone. If you're brand new, if you've been in the industry, right? I just brought over a brokerage of 500 agents, but I also have brand new agents in as my partners, right? I will take on anyone, but if I made it super easily available, then they don't want it as bad, right? So if you make it like, let's see if it would be a good fit, they would be like, what do you mean? Their ego is going to make them schedule a call with you, right? So what do we need? We need them to schedule a call with us. Where do you think that link goes? The partner with me link goes to my partner with me page. So I have built what I call a funnel or a page. So if you guys go to my Instagram and comment the word partner, you're already at EXP. So of course you're not going to partner with me, but you can go comment so you can see where I take them, right? And then you build a funnel like that. I do have a bootcamp for that. So if you like what you see there and you want to learn more about agent attraction, you can message me on Instagram and I can take you down on that path. But the idea is, and I take them off of Instagram, right? And I take them over to my partner with me page. So on my partner with me page, there's again, Method to the Madness. I make them watch a bunch of videos. After they watched all the videos, they jump into my calendar. It's a Zoom call. On that Zoom call, I handle their objection. I answer their questions. When they're ready to go, I send them back to the same page to sign up, right? So it's a well-oiled machine. So I use Instagram and Facebook. So think of it this way. What is Instagram and Facebook good about? They're good about generating traffic. Instagram didn't call you this morning and said, hey, reminder, make sure you check your Instagram today. Facebook didn't send you a reminder of like, hey, make sure you check your Facebook today. We just automatically do. Billions of people do every single day. They're good at generating traffic to those sites. So if you have an account on those sites, then it's your job, it is my job to take that traffic off of Facebook and take them where I want them to go. And this is what ManyChat allows you to. Allows you to take them off of Instagram onto a link through a message that's automated to then get the end result that you want. Make sense? So it's the automation. So you don't have to ever send another link to a buyer or a seller ever again. If somebody reaches out to you on Facebook and says, hey, Gogo, we're having a baby. Oh my gosh, thinking about, we need to upgrade. Like, what do we do? I said, oh my gosh, comment the word seller. So let's see how much your home is worth. And after we see the numbers, reach back out to me if you like the numbers, and then we'll talk about listing it, right? I don't have to send you the link. I tell them to comment the word seller. Make sense? Because I know my automation is going to kick in. So I don't have to ever go find my link, send it to them for KV Core, type up the whole message. I'm so excited you're thinking about selling, right? I don't have to do any of that anymore. I just say comment the word seller or comment the word buyer, depending what the story is. They comment the word, my automation kicks in, does all the work for me. All I need to do is make sure that they got into my calendar. If I don't see them in my calendar in like 2-3 days, you follow up with them, be like, hey, did you comment? You see when they comment to the word seller because your automation is going to kick in, you're going to see the message that went to them, right? And you say, hey, did you have a chance to look at the numbers? Did you like the numbers? Because your KV Core is going to send them a CMA. You're going to see that CMA, right? You're going to see that it's $419,000, right? So then you say, okay, cool. 419,000. Is that a number you were looking for? Does that make you want to sell? Right? So it's still not going to do the job for you, but it's going to do the automation for you. So then all you need to do is be really good at follow-up. Make sense? Okay. The next one, in my case, so here's another one. I have what's called Go Get 'em webinars, where I teach everything that I know about, anything that I know anything about, and then I invite in my industry friends to teach what they're good about. So I have a product that's called Go Get 'em webinars. The reason why I want this here for you guys is to make your wheels turn to think, is there any way how you can make money? Do you have a coaching program? Do you have an e-booklet where you can generate email addresses? Do you have, like, what do you have that you can make money besides the next commission, besides the buyer's checks and the seller's checks and the agent attraction revenue share checks, right? Is there any product that you can create or you already have and you can sell through the keywords? Mine is webinars, or today we are calling it wealth. So if you comment the word webinars, if you comment the word wealth, you're going to see my Go Get 'em webinars, right? So Go Get 'em webinars, it's a membership that I sell and promote to people who want to learn from me, right? So that's another way that you can create a keyword for something that you can make money on. So for example, let's say that you have a really, really, really good listing presentation. And let's say that you're selling the PDF version of that for $149 for whoever who wants it, right? You can create that landing page. You can create the keyword that says, hey, comment the word listing presentation or presentation, right? Comment the word presentation to get the direct link to my presentation. They get the direct link, they go there, they buy it. You just paid $149. Make sense? Yes? Okay. So how do you set up your integrations? It's super simple. You create the keyword. That keyword going to be tied to a message. That message is going to tie to a link that goes and takes them off of the Facebooks and the Instagrams of the world. Takes them to your KV Core, takes them to your stand store, takes them to your landing page, your funnel, whatever, however you're building your stuff. How to create content that people actually want to raise their hand on? Well, facts tell, stories sell. You remember that video for buyers and sellers? I told you the story and I shared the story, right? With you, the same story. So if you said, oh, I can have, I've been a licensed agent since 2011, 5-star everywhere on Google. Please Google Gogo's real estate team to get more familiar with us. If we can ever help you with any of your real estate needs, please comment the word buyer. Don't freaking do that. Don't do that. Nobody's buying. If you're selling them something, nobody's buying. A story, they will remember. So you always want to share a story. And usually what happens in that story, they're going to find something in common with you or something in that story that resonates to them. And when you earn their trust, you earn it through allowing them to get to know you. When you allow them to get to know you through the stories, you earn their trust. And when they trust you, they buy anything that you're selling. Stories always, ideally, video.
Welcome all experience.
So let me...
You never know which one is going to turn everything.
So that was the video that I created. I got this EXP hoodie. This was still in our Michigan house. I got this EXP hoodie and then I heard this little sound bite, right? So you heard the sound bite. Listen to it again.
Welcome all experiences. You never know which one is going to turn everything.
And I was like, wow, that's good. I'm going to use this one for EXP, right? Because EXP, in my real estate career, EXP is what changed my life. So it says, welcome all experiences. You never know which one is going to turn everything on. In my case, it was EXP. So again, it's a story. So I went into the story of telling, for me, it was EXP. If I didn't join almost 5 years ago, I would probably be one of those brokers that barely surviving. Don't get me wrong, I would be surviving because I don't lose, just not thriving. I would be surviving because I would still be very, very much in production and my own commissions would be keeping the lights on. I would be surviving, but barely sleeping because at night from the worries of the liabilities and constantly putting fires out, blah, blah, blah. So I literally turned it into a story, right? And then at the end, I gave them the keyword of partner somewhere here, DM me partner, let's talk, I can help. Right? So I walked them through the story of pain of what I know that broker owners and top producing agents have in the industry. And then at the very end, I gave them a call to action, DM me the word partner. And in this case, I said DM because the people worth having, they're not going to want the world to know they're thinking about switching, right? So I didn't want them to put a comment partner. I wanted them to put a DM, a direct message to me with the word partner. Okay. Next one, here's a buyer one. Start with a success story. For example, maybe you recently had a buyer who had a hard time getting financed and you just handed them the keys. Calling all house hunters if you're on the hunt for your new home, blah, blah, blah. So the point is, whatever you're doing, you always, always, always want to start with a story first. I just gave you an example here, right? But you know your buy-side stories. You want to share a story and you want to give a call to action with the keyword buyer at the end. The next one is the seller. Same thing, story first. So in this case, I said, let's say you have this out-of-state seller and you pretty much did everything for them and had a very successful closing, right? Whatever that story seller is, then you give them a call to action at the end, seller. So always stories first. Now, let me walk you through this one quiz. So if you go to my Instagram, now I just, okay. So today I'm going to walk you guys all the way from kindergarten, barely able to spell your name on ManyChat. I'm going to take you all the way to have a doctorate, PhD in ManyChat by the time we are done here. But I want you to see it in action first. So Global Alliance likes it. Okay. I'm about to make your guys' head spin. Okay. So here's how quiz started. But first I want you to go to my Instagram and comment the word quiz. Or DM, doesn't matter. Comment or DM the word quiz so you can see it in action. You are going to see a massive automation. A massive automation. So literally, my AI is literally going to hold a good old conversation with you. So here's what happened to me one day. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so I can explain the whole madness behind this and I can see your guys' faces. And then I'm going to show you the quiz. So what it dawned on me one day, besides the fact that I like things automated and I like to have a keyword for everything and that automation should work for me for the rest of my life, right? It dawned on me, yeah, but I also need one keyword that answers all of the questions, right? Because if you think about it, I get messages all the time. Hey, Gogo, can we buy with you? Yes. Can we sell with you? Yes. Can we invite you to speak on stage? Yes. Do you have a podcast? Yes. Can you come and speak on my podcast? Yes. Can I learn from you? Yes. You can learn from my bootcamp. You can learn from my Go Get On webinars. Can I? Do you have a, yes. Yeah, I have a, yep. Have it all. So then what am I going to do? Remember all of them? I message back comment the word this, comment the word that. But you want all three. You want me to come and speak and listen to my podcast and invite me to your podcast? I was like, okay, hold on a minute. Then I have to tell you 3 different keywords, right? So instead, what I said, okay, we need one keyword. Then I can tell people to comment the word quiz, and that's going to walk you through and then just choose whatever you want, and it's going to put you right in there, right? So if someone says, you see it, like if you commented the word quiz, you're going to see my messenger is going to start talking to you, right? It's going to ask you questions of like, oh, what would you like to do? You can do this, and this. If you want this, click 1. If you want this, click 2. If you want this, click 3. If you want this, click 4. You click 4, and then it says, oh, that's so exciting. You want to know more about Go Get On webinars. Here's the blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Here's the link if you would like to join. Awesome. Great. Was this sufficient? Click 1. Yes. Click 2. No, I want to know more, and I'll take you back to the main page. So it's literally an automation that talks to my people all the time. Okay. Now, it took us weeks to figure it out and weeks to set it up. After we set it up, we realized we can actually duplicate it and share the exact quiz with you. So now I want you guys after this call, because I want you to pay attention to me now, because the quiz is going to be talking to you for like half an hour. So don't pay attention to the quiz now. Pay attention to me now, but play with the quiz later. Okay? So I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to go back to the quiz so you can kind of see it of what it looks like in action to blow your mind. I know, Jenna, right? And this is not even the full screen. Like if we go back, like as you can see, there's more going down, there's more going up. So what does this mean? It says, hey, I'm so excited. Awesome, cool. So what would you like to know? Okay, here's the thing. In order for me to communicate with you, I need your email address. So then I can send you a free blah, blah, blah at the end. Awesome. Give me your email address. Is this the correct email address for me to communicate with you? Awesome, cool. Now let's continue. What would you like to know about Gogo? These are your options, right? Oh, we have 9 options. Okay, cool. You picked 9. The 9th option. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so excited that you want to invite Gogo for a speaking engagement, or invite me. I think I talk in first person, right? And then it sends them the message, right? So it takes them down on the path. If they click 9, they're going to go to these 2 messages. Then it's going to go to these 3 messages. Then it's going to go to blah, blah, blah. This whole automation, you can have it. You don't have to build it. I have it for you. Lindsay, can you put a direct link in there for them if they want this
Yes.
automation built for them? Awesome. So literally, instead of you having to build it, I can give you my template. You do have to change out the buttons, right? So where it says, would you like to invite me to a podcast? And it says email assistant at gogosrealestate.com. Of course, you're going to change that message out to email Jenna Turner at turner.com, right? Or whatever her email address is. But the automation is already built. You just have to massage the messaging. Does that make sense? Okay, so play with the automation. If you would like my automation, like this massive automation I'm showing you here today, Lindsay put the link, or will be putting the link into the chat box. These are just examples of what happens. So let's, I have so many pop-ups on my screen, it's impossible. Okay, so let's see if they do number 7, right? They comment number 7. I want you on my podcast. Okay, so that's number 7. When they comment that, they're going to be taking to this message, podcast message right here. I'm already looking forward to the opportunity to be on your podcast. I do podcast on Tuesdays at 11 EST. By clicking the link below, you can pick a spot on my calendar that is available. Unless your podcast is live, then you need to schedule with my assistant at assistant@gogosrealestate.com. Click the link below to schedule, right? I'm scheduled out for months, so they probably click a November, what I have open right now, but we don't have to do that. So this whole schedule a podcast got removed from Lindsay's calendar, because now the whole automation just walks them through it. They do their own scheduling. I just wake up and I have a podcast. Okay, the next one, I want you to speak at an event. Okay, says, I absolutely love changing lives, multiple people at a time, and that's exactly what talking on big stages allows me to do. Thank you so much for inviting me to your event. I only travel a maximum once a month, and my calendar is scheduled months out. Please follow instructions below to see if I would be available for your next event, Gogo, and we give them a link where to go. Right? So the automation is built out. They get to choose what they want to know more about. A message goes out, takes them to the link. So it removes a shit ton, excuse my French, of emails of my assistant's calendar of having to do what an automation can do for her. Okay. Let's see what this one was, buyers, but I can't see the whole thing. So when they click buyer, it says, yes, we can help you anywhere in the US and 23 other countries to buy, sell, or invest. We have over 1,300 Team Gogo agents ready to help you. Just click the link below and message us on our contact page. And we can't wait to help you with your real estate needs. Gogo, hire my team, right? Next one, number 9, no Gogo better. Well, then get lost on my page. Okay, so number 9 is none of these. So the first 8 things that we're offering to them, none of it answers what they actually need from me. So the number 9 is, okay, cool, then get lost on my page, right? And then we send them to gogobethke.com. And if that doesn't answer the question, then I send them to my assistant. If you can't find what you are looking for on my page, email assistant@gogosrealestate.com. So we have covered every possible way that they could possibly get a hold of me. Make sense? Or they could possibly want something from me. If you want to have automations like this, I got you. Is this the link for the quiz automation, Lindsay?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. It's in the presentation. I didn't even know it. So screenshot this, but I think, Lindsay, did you also put it into the chat box?
Yeah, it's in the chat, but I'm gonna put it again. So it's right here.
Awesome. So That
There we
is ManyChat in 41 minutes.
That was awesome,
Thank you. If
Gogo.
you want to learn more from me and everything else than I do, you can also become a Go Get 'em webinar member for $49 a month. I teach things like this and many other things, literally anything that I know anything about, I teach in Go Get 'em. So that's it. I can stay, guys, a little longer, so you guys can ask me anything that you want to ask.
I have a question, Gogo. Eli.
Yes, go. Let me put it
So
on, let me put it on the view where I can see you guys, because I don't like talking to myself. I like to see who I'm talking to. Is it Eli?
yep.
Awesome. Hi, Eli.
Hey, I didn't want to be on the stage, but cool. So just awesome presentation. I really appreciate it. I know we were talking about ManyChat, but when you open the link on it, it's Go High Level. So is it through Go High Level? What is the difference there? I'm kind of
No,
confused on.
then my team has the wrong link there, Dan.
No, it's
Oh.
because the page, it's built in Go High Level, but the whole automation is inside of ManyChat. We just
So it is
built
Go
the
High Level.
checkout page, Go High Level, yes, but the whole quiz and the whole automation is inside of ManyChat.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
But
Thank you so much.
what did he click that it took him to Go High Level though? Did you click something and it took you to Go High Level, Eli?
I clicked on the one you guys provided. It's just that when you actually open it, the URL does say Go High Level on it because you guys are building it through Go High Level.
Because the
So
page is built
almost
inside of
everything
Go
out
High
there is
Level.
built through Go High Level.
Yes. So let's talk about Go High Level super quick. So one day dawned on me, then I have three. Let me show you guys because we are about to about to hang them on the wall. So I have two comma couple words, right? So what means is that we have built funnels that have generated over $1 million each, right? So over 7 digits each of the funnels, which is great. But then we had to have calendar links and Eventbrites to invite them to the events. And then we needed membership areas, and then we needed checkout pages and thank you things and emailing them and texting them and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we had all of these things that we had to log into on a daily basis for me to have a report to see how the heck we are doing. Are we profitable, not profitable, like what's going on, right? And I was like, there has to be something that allows us to do everything in one place, which is Go High Level. And then also I have 9 companies. I would like ideally to have one login and then have different buckets so I can go in between my companies. I have all the same features, CRM program, email, tags, funnels, build this, build that, for all of them under one login, and that's Go High Level. So if you guys want Go High Level, I think you can have 2 weeks free, and Lindsay, you can put that link in here. Now, I'll be brutally honest with you though, Go High Level is absolutely amazing and it will change your life. But first, you're gonna pull your hair out until you set it up. And after it's all set up, it will save you. Then you're gonna start getting all the hair back attached to your head, right?
And
So
that 2 weeks free trial, you don't even scratch the surface of what that thing does. So
they should give you a year for free because you're probably not going to have everything set up. I mean, I don't even think it's possible to use every feature that Go High Level offers, to be honest with you. But it will solve all of your problem as you are growing. So even if you just have that one, let's say that your only business right now is the next commission. If even that's the only thing that you have in your life right now, even then Go High Level will save your life. Because you have CRM program, you have invoicing options, you have automated emails, you have like all the things that, yes, you still need KV Core because the live IDX, which allows you to have access to the listings and stuff, right? You still need that through KV Core, but everything else you could possibly ever need, like, let's say you decide you want to do a weekly email to your database, but you want it to be pretty. Well, you can't do pretty emails in KV Core, but you can do very nice, pretty emails in Go High Level. And then you have the algorithm, or I should say the, algorithm, I think it's called, where you get the details of how are your emails doing? How many emails did you send out successfully? How many people opened it? What is your click-through rate? Like, there should be a link in every single email. And then you need to know if you send it to 10 people, 5 open it, 1 clicks it, right? So you need to know these standard numbers. So Go High Level just allows you to have an overall picture of everything that you do. So we build all of our funnels. Think of it this way. Everything we do it in Go High Level. I no longer use Calendly. There's a Calendly inside of Go High Level. So we do that. We use Eventbrite inside of Go High Level. We do all the emailing inside of Go High Level. We do all our billing inside of Go High Level, all of our email automation and the thank you pages and the funnels, and everything is built inside of Go High Level. Well, we are
But
teaching.
these are your funnels, right, Gogo?
Yeah.
Did you
yeah. So
build the
all
funnels?
everything. Yep. All my
You
funnels now.
build them yourself, or are they in Go High Level?
So everything is
funnel.
in Go High Level. Yes. So
Right.
Go High Level has templates too, so you can use templates, makes your life super easy. But
Right.
all my landing pages and everything that we do, we build ourselves. Now, I'm not going to take credit for it. I have never, ever built a funnel myself. I have my VAs for that, right? And they learn how to use it and they build it for me. I tell them what I want and they build it for me. But yes, everything we build is inside of Go High Level now. That's what I'm like. I feel bad because I used to be a huge ClickFunnels members. But ClickFunnels only had the opportunity to build the funnel, didn't have any of the additional, the billing, the follow-up, the emails, the making the emails pretty, the algorithms, the integrations, like all of that, right? So now I use Go High Level.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that you built your own funnel and you
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in Go High Level. Correct?
So you build it in Go High Level. You don't have to put
Right.
it in there, you build it in there.
Oh,
Yeah, Go
okay.
High Level has
Oh,
all the funnel building
Thank you.
capabilities. Yeah, so
Thank
you no
you.
I have
longer
a question
so
for
if
you,
you have
Gogo.
ClickFunnels, yeah, sorry, Jen, just 1 second. If you have ClickFunnels, for example, you don't have to build your funnel in ClickFunnels to bring it over to Go High Level. You build it all in Go High Level. So you
Okay.
can cancel ClickFunnels, for example, and have all the features that ClickFunnels had plus Go High Level.
Because
I'm
I was
sorry,
about to switch to Realty Funnels because I just wanted something that also had agent attraction. I wasn't wild about KV Core. So
I would do Go
before I
High Level
switch
all
over
day.
there,
Yeah,
pardon?
I would do Go High Level all day because it has everything that you need. And then
Okay.
things that you don't even need now, but as you're growing, you're gonna need them.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. But with all due respect, I don't know the thing that you're talking about. So I don't know what they have. I can't compare it, but the research that I have done, Go High Level is the everything you could possibly need.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can, I think $97 a month is what the basic level is, and that pretty much has all of the features. I use the $297 because I have multiple companies. I have all of them in one account, and I think we pay $297 for the highest level of Go High Level.
Thanks.
Awesome. Go, John.
Okay. Thanks for this. This is great. I am sorry if I missed this. I was actually running my own team call and I saw that you were doing this, so I got my call to hop on this. So I was a little late. Doing in Instagram, are you doing and can you do the exact same in Facebook
Yes.
with the ManyChat?
It works. Absolutely. So when you set up your ManyChat account, it's going to ask you if you want to do it on both. I would say yes and link the two accounts together. So as soon as we create a keyword, it automatically works on Facebook and on ManyChat, unless you say, I only want this one to work on Instagram.
Perfect.
And only
Okay,
DM.
thank you.
Yep. So you can have it on both and DM and comments as well on both. Now, here's the one thing I forgot to mention, guys. It does get a little annoying sometimes because if someone just says, let's say, hey, Gogo, I don't know if you remember me. I was your buyer back in 2017 and bought 123 Main Street. I'm thinking about getting a real estate license. Since she said the word buyer, my ManyChat automatically says, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you are on the market for a new home. I would love to help you. Click the link below to search for homes. So automations cannot read through a message. They take the word literally. So if I say comment the word buyer, if anywhere in their comment the word buyer comes up, that automation goes out, even though it doesn't make sense. Make sense? So if I see that in my message, then I usually comment, I'm like, hey, sorry, my automation picked up the word buyer. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're thinking about getting licensed. Let's talk about partnering at EXP. Here's my partner with me link, right? Or comment the word partner. So automation takes things literally. If the word has buyers in there, it's going to send the buyer link, even though it doesn't really fit the message. So just keep that in mind. What else can I help you guys with?
Hey Gogo, this is Cassie. I can't put on video right now, but I do have a question for you. I know you have multiple pages for Instagram, like you have your Gogo one, you have Team Gogo, you have Team Gogo Family. How does it work with that, or what would be your recommendation if you're doing like solo brand, but trying to kind of build the team type thing too?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I am going to answer it this way. When I market anything, so I only do Gogo's Real Estate on Instagram. I create content on that page myself, right? And then they take that content, my VAs, and they plaster it everywhere else. Now, in the same time, I have a virtual assistant for all of my different businesses. So I have an assistant for Gogopreneur. I have an assistant for Team Gogo. I have an assistant for, so all of my businesses, I have an assistant for. And over time, so for example, as Team Gogo was growing, now we are at 1,400 agents. And as Team Gogo is growing, it's kind of just became a business on its own. And then I didn't want to have all the Team Gogo announcement on my feed full time, because I also do podcasts, I also go do events, I also go speak, I also do this and I do that and I do this and I do that. And but in the same time, I also have to celebrate all of my agents. I can't just celebrate agents in April, but I can celebrate them in May, because in May I have so much going on, then I can't put 17 agents on my feed, right? So then I was like, okay, then we need to, as the businesses are growing, they are going to require their own page. But I wouldn't do it if you're a solo entrepreneur, if you don't have help. Because I don't manage those pages, I don't post on those pages, I don't create the content, I don't answer DMs, I don't even know if I'm logged in to those pages. Those pages need to exist so then we can look legit. So if someone says, what is this Team Gogo thing, right? I'm like, oh, go check out the Team Gogo family. You know how many times people are like, oh, but I want to talk to agents who are, who joined Team Gogo, and let's see if they love it there. Instead of me sending you those 3 agents, which in my opinion is a setup, because I'm going to send you the 3 that absolutely just love it here, right? I say, hey, go do your own research. Just go to Team Gogo family on Instagram and reach out to anyone that you want and do your own research, right? So as you are growing, I would let me back it up. While you are growing, I would do everything from that one account, which is for me, Gogo's Real Estate. I do everything from Gogo's Real Estate, even today. I promote my Gogo webinars, I promote my Gogopreneur, I attract agents, I go speak, I do it all on Gogo's Real Estate. Anything that Gogo as me, as a person's doing, I promote it on Gogo's Real Estate. And as the companies are growing, right, like Gogopreneur became a TV show / radio / podcast, as they're growing now, Gogopreneur has its own account. As Team Gogo was growing now, Team Gogo family has its own account, right? But like, for example, Go Get 'em webinars, even though I wouldn't say it like it makes me very good money. It's not my most money maker. It doesn't have its account on Instagram yet because we don't have enough content to keep it alive. Does it make sense? And I don't have an assistant. Well, I do have an assistant for that job. So maybe it is time, Lindsay, maybe it is time for have a Go Get 'em Instagram account. Hey, I just figured something out here, right? I do have a full-time assistant for that. So as things are growing, I would say start creating these separate accounts, but not until you can afford an assistant to create the content and to manage the data and get back to the EMs and get back to the comments. This is not a you job. If you don't have an assistant for that job, don't create the account. You're welcome. Do everything on that one account until you can afford to create a brand and manage a brand through help. Okay. You have 6 more minutes if you guys want to have me for 6 more minutes.
Gogo, you're amazing. I'm so grateful. This is Jenny, Veronica's team. I'm so grateful that you could come on here and enlighten us. Can you tell me about how many VAs you have per brand right now, like roughly estimated?
So
and who manages the VA?
Every bigger brand of mine has an assistant. So for example, let's start with chronological order. So Lindsay on the call here, she is my executive assistant, right? And she's been with me in multiple different positions for a little over 3 years now, if I remember correctly. But in this position where she's my direct assistant, I think it's like 1.5 years-ish, right, Lindsay? Or 2 years, or how long it's been? Yeah.
2 years.
2 years now. So she's, you know what, cool? Lindsay has the same birthday as me. I mean, she's much younger, but December 27th. So I thought it was super cool that my assistant has the same birthday as me. So she pretty much, her full-time job is just to go everywhere I go. So every call I'm on, she's on, like Zoom, because she's in Brazil and I'm in Florida, right? So anything that she can do online, she's online. This way, we don't have to have a catch-up meeting. I don't have to bring her up to date because she's been everywhere I've been today. So I don't have to waste my time explaining what I need from her. Also, in the background, as I'm doing these presentations and stuff, right, you see she's putting in the links, she's answering your questions, so then I don't have to do that. So she pretty much goes everywhere I go, and then she has an assistant, Larissa, and Larissa pretty much goes everywhere she goes. I don't know if she's on this call today or if she had another meeting or something. So then... Yes, I'm here. You're here? Okay, so Larissa is Lindsay's assistant. So as you can see I read a quote one day that said, you don't have an assistant, or you know you made it when your assistant has an assistant. So I know I made it, my assistant as an assistant, right? So to answer your question, Jenny, I'm going to walk you through kind of 14 VAs I think we have today. Is it 14-ish, Lindsay? I think it's
If it is
14.
not almost there because we are hiring and hiring.
So can you put one by one the names in here, or just mention the names? So we have Lindsay, I explained that. We have Larissa, but Larissa is also the assistant for Go Get 'em webinars. So any DMs, any emails, any classes, as we are adding the classes to Go Get 'em, as we are marketing the trainings that are coming in Go Get 'em, anything Go Get 'em related, somebody needs to change their membership, needs to change their credit card, anything Go Get 'em, it's Larissa on top of being Lindsay's assistant, okay? Then we have, let's say, Lindsay,
Carol, which is an email builder and social media VA.
Carol, do you say Carol? Okay,
Mhm,
so
Carol.
Carol does all my emails, so we send one email a day. She writes all of the emails, and then she takes all of my social media. So I make the posts on Instagram. She takes it from Instagram and plasters it everywhere else. The LinkedIn's, the YouTubes, the TikToks, the like Facebooks, the Facebook groups, the anywhere you can have it. And then she answers all the DMs and comments on those platforms. The only platform I answer it on is Instagram. Then who's next?
Natalia, the Gogopreneur VA.
So Natalia is also from Brazil. Carol is from Brazil too. Natalia is from Brazil, and she does anything Gogopreneur. So she does all of the social media posts, all of the emails. So she manages the Gogopreneur email. She creates all of the episodes. So then she does it for TV, radio, and podcast. She makes sure everything's live and everything's set up, and pretty much anything Gogopreneur, she does it. And today we got approved for Apple Podcasts. So today we got it. Thank you. So now we are just waiting on Amazon, and then we are approved everywhere. Who's next?
Victoria, the Facebook group manager.
So I own one of the largest Facebook groups, real estate related US based Facebook group called REC USA, or Real Estate Community USA. We have almost 500,000 members. And again, it's like a business on its own, right? So Victoria manages, we do a live training every single week in that group, free training every single week, which we are also turning into a membership. And then all the advertisers and all of those things. So all the emails, all the approving people coming in, because we really only want US based real estate related people in there, lenders, title companies, realtors, anybody real estate related. So she manages that. Who's that?
Priscilla, Brett VA.
So Priscilla's also from Brazil. She's been with us quite a while, and she's managing GRET, which is Gogo's real estate team. That's my local team in Michigan. So she manages the agents, so manages the databases. So the KV core, when the leads are coming in, making sure they're assigned to the right agent. All of their spreadsheets are updated, all of the pending, closed leads coming in, all of the spreadsheets. So anything GRET related, which is Gogo's real estate team, my Michigan team, Priscilla manages that.
Ellen, our design VA.
So Ellen, she's so cute. I love her. She's the most bubbly VA. She's always super happy, and she's from Brazil, and she's our design girl. So anything that needs to be designed, which all of my brands are a little bit different from each other, right? So she has to learn. Originally, she was just doing Team Gogo stuff, and then she graduated into Gogopreneur, and then partly like all the different Go-Get-Ems and all of the different designs. And then so her job, anything that needs to be designed, like if it's a flyer, if it's a training, if it's an Eventbrite link, a Facebook cover photo, whatever that we need, design related, Ellen does it. And then
Abu is our video editor guy.
so Abu is from India. He just got hired in not long ago, and anything video editing that needs to get done. And that can be a snippet. So we do all of these full trainings, right? And then sometimes we'll take snippets and turn that snippet into a reel, or turn the snippet into a YouTube snippet where we just kind of give them a teaser. In order for them to watch the full training, they have to come to Go Get 'em and become a member, right? So he creates anything video related. Any video needs to be edited, including the podcast, that we're going to have a video version of the podcast on YouTube. He's going to edit all those. So he has to add in the intro, the exit, the ads, all of that. So anything video is Abu.
Yeah, we have Jonathan, Treat, and Rafael. They are kind of the same thing, the tech guys and also the funnel builders.
Yeah, so he builds all of my websites. So anything that is not a funnel website, he builds it. So if it's like what is the other one called? Something like that.
WordPress.
WordPress, something with an M, WordPress. There you go. So if it's built in WordPress, like if it looks like a website, like a pretty free-flowing pop-ups, all of those things, Shreed builds them. If it's a funnel, then Jonathan builds them. And Jonathan now got an assistant, and his name is Raphael. And anything funnel, like landing pages, funnels, all of that, the two of them are building it. And then
And
who
Said,
else?
our builder
Oh, and Said,
specialist.
yeah. So Said is our onboarding specialist, and he's my numbers guy. So he onboards all of the Team Gogo agents to the Team Gogo organization, gives them everything that EXP has to offer, and also everything that Team Gogo has to offer. And if you don't have an onboarder and you want to use my onboarder to onboard your agents, you can also do that. Maybe Lindsay, you can find the link for that and plug it in here super quick. And for $100, we'll onboard your agent. So every time, so this way you don't have to have your own onboarding department. Every time you have an agent, pay $100, Said will onboard them for you. And then I am a tracker, like my trackers have trackers that have trackers. I love to track everything. If you don't track it, you can grow it. So Said is my numbers guy. So my revenue share tracker is a massive multi-page Excel document that he fills in the information every single month. And then we have a numbers meeting every single month, and that's Said, and he is from Pakistan. So I think that's it. So you guys can kind of see at what, in my opinion, number one assistant, you need a personal assistant, because you need to remove all the back and forth of like, when are you available? Can you do this? Can you do that? Right? Then you need to have, I would say probably more like a numbers spreadsheet trackers kind of person. And then I would start getting a web developer, like somebody who can build you a funnel. And then I would probably do a video editor after that, and a design person. I would probably do it in that order. And Jennifer, you have a question?
Yes, thank you. Sorry. Quick question about, you use Go High Level, so do we. We have a white label of it, and we have,
Awesome.
you know, a good group of agents, not as many as yours. But so how do you help your agents use KV Core or encourage that? Because that's what EXP has, you know, because they're not all going to use our database or our CRM usually, right?
Yeah.
Do you help them use KV Core if they're not into the funnels and all of that?
Absolutely. So that's exactly what we do. We build it into the funnels, right? So we are doing a, can we mute Lorraine, please?
I can take from there.
There you are. I was able to.
Sorry, yeah, I can't hear.
Yeah, so we are doing actually a funnel builder live in the whole month of April inside of Team Gogo. So the first 2 weeks of April, we have them build their buyer funnels. The second 2 weeks of April, on Wednesday, we'll help them build their seller funnels. And on Fridays, we build their agent attraction funnels. Now with that funnel, like the buyer funnel, yes, it's a funnel, which we use Go High Level to build the funnel, but the link where we take them is back to KV Core, because that's where we capture the information that get signed up on automated email drip campaigns. That's where they have access to search for homes, right? And then on the seller funnel, same thing. We take them back to KV Core, how much your home is worth. That's where they plug in their information. The system runs their CMA, sets them out of market reports, sends them out on automated CMA, weekly emails, all of that stuff. So the funnel or the landing page it's in Go High Level, but where we send them off of Go High Level is back to KV Core. So they're both equally
Got it.
important.
Okay. Right. And we haven't connected our KV Core yet, but I know there's that functionality.
So I don't know.
I mean, I know you send them there, but
yeah, I just send them
it does.
I don't know a button, but maybe you can just do an integration. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how, because I don't do the technical stuff, but we have VAs as well that are helping us build everything out. They also just added a similar function like ManyChat, so
awesome.
It's new. Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Well, thank you guys for having me. We are 5 minutes after the hour. Nothing works unless you do. So everything that you learned here today, if something talks to you, that's because you need to start working on it. You need to start setting it up. Sorry, it's going to stare you right in the face. If I can help you with anything, you can find me on Instagram under Gogo's Real Estate. I personally answer every single message there. And then I think Lindsay had all of the chat, put all of the links in the chat. So we can say for like 1 more minute, go to the chat and open the link that you need, because as soon as we close this, you're not going to have access to the link, right? So let's wait 1 minute, open up the chat, open up the link that you need, have it open on your computer so you can check it out later. And once again, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, Gogo. Have a wonderful day. Thank you all for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you, everyone. Now go get them. Bye, guys.
Bye.